Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to Rahman Digital Production. This is lecture number 47 of Mathematics 4024. We were talking about in the last few lectures that of sequences, number sequences and patterns. We were doing exercise 7b, and today inshallah we will finish this, and if we got time we will start the chapter number 8 as well. So let us directly start question number 17, and that is on page number 176 of your book. The question is saying the members in a family of chemical compounds are made up of carbon atom and hydrogen atom. Number one, the number of carbon atoms and hydrogen atom of the first four members in the family are given in the table. Complete the table. That is the first. Ladies and gentlemen, this table is given in the book, and the first four member, number of carbon atoms and number of hydrogen atoms are given. So there is a chemical compound which is formed by the combination of carbon and hydrogen. So now we have to complete this sequence and that sequence as well. First we have to look very closely to it. 1, 3. What is the difference? That is 2. 2, 4. What is the difference? 2, 3, 5. What is the difference? 2, 4, 6. What is the difference? 2. So 5 and 2 will be 7. 6 and the difference of 2 will be 8. General formula will be n plus 2. We have to keep the sequence given and we have to complete this table. Now in this case, for 1 it is 4. How we will get, ladies and gentlemen? Let me first write the general formula, then I will tell you that how we, this n is the member number. This n is the member number. So if we want to find the number of hydrogen atoms in the compound, instead of n we have to write 1. Let us check it. It will be 2 ones are 2 plus 2, it will be 4. For second member, we have to put instead of n as 2. So 2 twos are 4, 4 plus 2, 6. Similarly, 3, 2 threes are 6 plus 2, 8, and 2 fours are 8 plus 2, 10. Now next one is that 5, 2 fives are 10, 12. And looking at the sequence without using this formula, you will be able to complete the sequence. Ladies and gentlemen, because we are reaching at the end of this pattern and sequences, so it might be easy for you people. If you are still feeling difficulties, then go to the previous lectures, clear your concept, and come back here. You will comparatively find these questions as easy. Okay, now the second part of this is saying if the hth member of the family has 25 carbon, so it means that we are dealing with this one. And instead of K, we are, instead of N, because they given us the Hth. So we have to write H plus 2 and they given us 25 is the value. So we are going to find what they are saying. Hence find the number of hydrogen atom in the member has. So we are writing H is equal to 25 minus 2 and that will be equal to 23. H is equal to N is equal to 23. So in this case, now you will say that why we are not taking this formula, why we took this formula. So because they are telling us the carbon, not hydrogen, so we are dealing with this column, not with this column. In the third part, they are telling us about number of hydrogen atom of the member has 23. So when n is equal to 23, then 2n plus 2 is equal to 2 into 23 plus 2. So this will be 46 plus 2 and that will be equal to 48. So number of hydrogen atoms the member has, the number of hydrogen atom has is equal to 48. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us do part number third. And in part number third, pay special attention that they are telling us about the hydrogen atom. How? If the kth number of the family has 64 hydrogen atoms, so we have to deal with this. And here we will take 2k plus 2 is equal to, and they given us is 64. So this is 64. This implies that 2k is equal to 64 minus 2, which is 62, and k is equal to what? K is equal to 31, because dividing both sides by 21 we will get this. Now we have to turn our focus to the next one. So n plus this will be n is equal to, so n plus 2 is equal to 31, n is equal to 29. So in this case, n value will be 29. No, sorry, because instead of n we have to put this, what? It is not n is equal to. Instead of n we have to put 31 plus 2, which will be equal to 33. Now, the next question, which is the last question, not only of this exercise, but also the last question of this chapter. So let us understand it. It is a curious biological fact that a male bee has only one parent. If there is a male, it is having only one parent, and that is female. Keep this in mind while solving this pattern. He has only one parent, the mother. And while a female bee has two parents, both mother and father. This is mother and this is father. You can say that this is male and this is female as, but actually it is mother and father. Male is having only one parent and that is father, while the father, the female, is having two of them, mother and father. The figure shows part of a bee ancestry model for a male bee up to the fourth generation ancestors. This is the first generation, this is the second generation, that is the third generation, and that is the fourth generation. This one. These lines are the generation. So we have to go to the part number 1, and in part number 1 they are saying complete the model and show all the fourth generation ancestors. How many fourth generation ancestor does a male bee have? Ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that complete this. Because this is male, so it will have only female, only parent, which is F. And because this male is having F here, F will also be here. This F is having both M and F. And M is having only one parent, that is father. Both of them, father is having mother and father. So whatever I am writing in red, we are completing it for part 1. I am not making it again. So in this case there is an F, so again there will be two branches of it, and again it will be M and F. So we completed the fourth generation, and they are saying that how many this is also there, because this F will also have M and F. And this F, both this M is only one parent, this F is having two parents. So the number of uh, the number of fourth generation ancestor, the number of fourth generation ancestors are equal to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 members inside this. So now let us go to the second part, the number in the nth generation ancestors. The nth generation of ancestors forms a sequence with an interesting pattern. How do you obtain the next term in the sequence? The number in the nth generation ancestor form a sequence. This is the second part. The sequence of nth generation form is, what is that? There is only one member. There are two members. There are three members. There are five members. And so on. Because we can write it more. So what is special thing inside this? The special thing is that the sum of the previous two is the third one. The sum of the previous two is the third one. 1 and 2, when added, they will give you 3. When 2 is added with 3, it will give you 5. So you can expect that 3 and 5 will be equal and they will give you the next two terms of the that will be 8 and 13. Okay, we will deal that in a moment, but first you have to consider that the sequence is saying that the third term is the sum of previous two terms. This is an interesting one. So they are telling you in part number 3, in part number, that was part number 2. In part number 3, predict the number of fifth generation ancestor that a male bee has. Verify your answer by drawing fifth generation ancestor in the above model. So let us complete this. It is male, so it will have only parent. It is F, so it will have two, and that is M and F. F again, there will be M. F again is there, so it means that it will have again two, which will be this one and this one. Again, this will be male and female. And because this is male, so it will only have an F. Father. I'm taking it male and female, but you can take it anywhere. Now again F, so it will have two parents, and that is M and F. Now you can see that we have completed, and they are saying the fifth generation is, that was first generation, only one family member. In second generation, there are two family members. In third generation, they are having three family members, that male B. And in the fourth one, there are fifth generation. So what will be the next generation? And I told you that 3 plus 5, they will give number of fifth generation ancestor. I am writing number of fifth generation of ancestors is equal to, what will be 3 plus 5? 3 plus 5, and that will be 8. This is the fifth generation. 1 and 2 3, 2 and 3 5, 3 and 5, that will be 8. Okay, that was the whole story about this one. Now they are saying in the fourth one, I made it in one diagram. You can create extra diagram for everyone. Because of the restriction of the time, I'm not being able to construct it again. I did everything in the one diagram. But if you have time, you have to write. Now the fourth part is saying, uh, predict the number of 10 generation of an ancestor. So 4 part is saying fifth. Now first generation is having 1, second generation is having 2, third generation is having 3, fourth generation is having 5, and we found fifth generation is having 8. So what will be the next? That will be the 6 is having 13, because 5 and 8 13. The seventh generation will have 21. The eighth generation will have 34, and the ninth generation will have 55, and the 10th generation will have 89. So keeping in mind these sequence, you are having 89 is the third generation. How? This is the 10th generation of ancestors. The 10th is equal to 34 plus 55, which is equal to 89. So 89 is the answer. With this, we came to the end of chapter number 7, and we are having next chapter, that is percentages. We will discuss that percentages in greater detail, but for the time being we reach to the end of chapter number 7. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are having few minutes, so let us discuss the basic concept of percentages. Let me first tell you that this is the per symbol, and this is known as cent. Cent mean 100. Per in, cent 100. For example, you are taking marks 430. This is very important. If you are getting marks 433, 433, and total marks are 550. This is one type of education giving you the concept. There is another institute in which a person is getting obtained marks is equal to 2033 and the total marks are 3000. One family member is saying that I got 433 out of 550, and the second member of that family is saying that I got 2033 marks out of 3000. One is gaining one type of education and the second one is gaining the second type of education. Each education system is providing different mark scheme, so they are fighting. This person is saying that I got 2033 marks and the other family member got 433. Then he is saying, see, my marks are 2033 and the other family member is getting 433. So my marks are clearly greater than the person who are getting 433. Somebody who is an expert of mathematics is saying, wait a minute, gentlemen. You have taken 2033, but your marks are 3000. The other person got 433, but his total marks are 550. Now, how we will solve this situation? We have to find the percentage. If this person, the first one, is getting 433 out of 550, then how much he will get in 100? There will be one standard. If this person is getting 2033 in 3000, then how much he will get in 100? That is why we are saying percent in 100. And for percent we are using this symbol. This is not the division symbol. This is the percent symbol. We have to talk a lot about this percentage. There are many confusion while solving the question relating to the percentages in the subsequent lectures. Stay with me to clear your concept of percentages. We will discuss increase percentage, decrease percentage, and every aspect related to the percentage. But let us solve first this fight. Who will take the advantage? Let us find that in 100 how much he has taken. So I will use a calculator for the time being. Divide by 550 multiplied by 100, and that is equal to 78.7 and 3. And now let us see the second person. 2033 divided by 3000 multiplied by 100. This person has taken 67.77. The person who was claiming that I got 2033 and he only got 433 was wrong. because when we found the percentage in 100, that person took 78.73, and when we found this person marks, that is 67.75. So whose marks are better? The first person marks, which was quite, not saying that yes, but he now wins the race. He crossed the line, and this person has an upper hand. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why we are finding the percentage. Today we introduce just the percentages, that why we are much more is coming on your way. So stay with us. If you haven't subscribed my channel, subscribe it. So whenever I upload, there is no fixed time. Whenever I upload a video, then you will get immediate notification. You will be the first person to learn that new video has been uploaded. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.